I made your favorite, pan-seared salmon with rosemary. You've barely had time to eat these days. Work must be grinding you again.
You know how it is, baby. The new investors are acting like toddlers with millions. One wrong move and, poof, the funding disappears.
You always say that, but you always land on your feet. I married a magician in a suit. Now eat, Mr. Carter, before your plate gets cold.
You're the reason I even have feet to stand on. Vanessa, if I haven't said this lately, thank you. For everything. You hold this house, this family, together.
That's what we vowed, remember? In sickness and in health. Till Wi-Fi do us part? I meant every bit of that. You're still my favorite chaos.
Yeah. About those vows. V, have you ever thought about what makes a marriage real? Is it love? Or truth?
Why do I feel like that's not a rhetorical question? Is this one of your philosophical rabbit holes again, or are we going somewhere with this?
Just wondering aloud. What if someone lies, not because they stopped loving, but because they're trying to protect the love? Is that still betrayal?
Marcus, you're circling something. Just say it. You're scaring me. Is this about the late nights? The conference calls that happen when you think I'm asleep?
Not everything is black and white. Sometimes it's survival. Sometimes you tell yourself, I'll fix it before it explodes. But then one day, it explodes anyway.
You're talking like a man with a secret you've practiced justifying in the mirror. And you know what's worse than betrayal, Marcus? It's when the person you trusted makes you doubt your own sanity.
I didn't mean to fall into it. It started as a business connection. She needed help with her logistics company. Things happened. It got complicated. Vanessa. She's my wife too.
She's your what?
I married her in Florida 2 years ago. I never thought it'd last. I thought it'd fizzle. But then, she had a baby. A boy.
You married another woman while married to me? You have a son with her? And you stood in this house, kissed our daughter goodnight, called me your queen, and...
I tried to leave her. I did. But she was going through things, postpartum, family issues, and she leaned on me. I couldn't just walk away.
So instead, you became a superhero husband to 2 women at the same time? Tell me, Marcus, do you even remember who you are when you're not performing?
I didn't want to hurt you. I told myself I could handle it. That I could be there for both of you, raise both kids, live in parallel truths.
You made me feel crazy for asking questions. You made me doubt my instincts. You created a world where I was supposed to be grateful for crumbs while you served feasts elsewhere.
I wanted to tell you before. But the timing never felt right.
The right time to tell your wife you have another wife and a secret child is never, Marcus. That time does not exist. You made me feel safe while building a second life behind my back.
Mom, why are you yelling? Are you alright?
Sweetie, go back to bed. Mommy and Daddy are just having a very serious grown-up conversation.
I'm sorry, Vanessa. I'll do whatever it takes to fix this.
You can't fix something that was built on lies. You made your choices. Now watch me make mine. I need to call my homegirl, Monica. Hi, Monica, I need your help. I just found out my husband has a whole second life. I'm done pretending. Can I crash at your place tonight?
Every night, I say I'll stop waiting, but then he texts and suddenly, I forget the ache of being the shadow in someone else's light. I tell myself he loves me, he's trying, but how long can a love hide before it starts to rot? I know how this sounds, Mel, but he swore he's leaving her. He says he's tying up loose ends. It's been 2 years. 2 years and I'm still a footnote in his life. I gave him a son and I'm still hidden like a mistake.
Girl, he's not tying up anything. He's tied you down. Men like Marcus don't leave their wives. They upgrade side lives until they break the women in them. You deserve more than midnight texts and skipped birthdays.
He's sweet when he's here, Mel. He's different, gentle, present. He makes pancakes with Malik on Sundays. He tells me I'm his peace, that I'm his real home. But real homes don't come with visiting hours.
And real husbands don't vanish every Thanksgiving. Let me guess, you're spending Christmas alone again this year? He'll say she's fragile or the kids in a school play. Alana, listen to me. That man has built you a castle on sand.
Every time he leaves, Malik cries for him. And I sit here telling our son that daddy's working hard for us. But I don't know anymore if this is hope or humiliation. Am I delusional to keep waiting?
No, you're just in love. But love without honesty is a slow death. Babe, you need to make a move before this eats you alive. Give him an ultimatum. Force the truth out. Or start living with him in that house with the other wife as one big family.
I've rehearsed it 100 times. Choose me, or let me go. But every time I try, his voice pulls me back. He knows the words to keep me, and I let him, even when it hurts. It's Marcus.
Can't talk tonight. She's upset. I'll explain later. Love you.
She's upset. What about me? I carry your child. I sleep alone. I raise a son who only knows your voice through FaceTime. And you pacify me with later? Later is killing me. Alana Rivers, how did you get here? You were the woman who said she'd never date a married man. But love dressed him in exceptions. He was careful with words, tender with lies. And you fell. God, you fell hard.
My marriage is already dead, Alana. We're roommates who play parents. You're the first person in years who makes me feel like a man again, not just a provider.
I'm not asking for promises, Marcus. Just honesty. I need to know what this is, where it's going.
It's going toward freedom. Toward you. I'm just waiting for the right time. Don't give up on me.
I saw your face on that school pickup. You looked like someone carrying secrets that weigh more than your body. You still waiting on Marcus to grow a conscience?
He told me he's fixing things. Said he'd tell her by year end. That was last year. Every holiday is a broken promise wrapped in silence.
He's not confused. He's content. He has a loyal wife raising his daughter in peace, and a second wife raising his son in silence. He's eating from both tables and starving your soul.
You're right. I keep thinking if I'm just patient, if I just love harder, he'll finally choose me completely. But maybe, he already has. Maybe he's chosen not to choose.
Call him now and be serious about ending things.
I need to see you, tonight. No excuses, no delays. We're done hiding. Either you walk into my light or I shut the door for good. Bring your truth or stay in your lie.
I'll be there at 9. I promise.
Marcus, I can't keep doing this. I am tired of living in the shadows, of pretending I'm just your colleague when I'm so much more. You promised me you would fix this, that you would leave Vanessa. Yet here we are, months later, and I'm still waiting.
Alana, listen to me. I know this isn't easy for you, but I need you to trust that I am handling it. I told Vanessa about you. She knows you exist. This isn't a secret anymore. You've always said you wanted honesty. Here it is. She knows. We just need to move forward carefully.
You told her? You actually told her about me? Marcus, what did she say? Is she furious? Did she leave you? Did she pack her bags? Tell me what's really going on, because I can't picture Vanessa just standing there accepting this.
She didn't leave. She's processing. She went over to her friend's place to stay for a while. Vanessa. She's stronger than I gave her credit for. But I told her something else, something I've been thinking about deeply. I told her that I want us to all live together. One house, one family. I know it's unconventional, but I believe we can make this work.
Marcus, are you listening to yourself? You want me to live under the same roof as your wife? You think I can bear seeing you with her every day, pretending like we're some harmonious tribe? No, that's not what I signed up for. I want you, just you, not you and your first wife.
I understand how it sounds, but hear me out. I've been torn for so long, caught between two women I deeply care about. I won't lie to you, Vanessa and I share history, years of life. But you and I share passion, something that woke me up again. I believe we can create something new together.
So you're asking me to settle, Marcus? To accept half of you, to share? I thought I was special. I thought I meant enough for you to choose me fully. Do you know how much I've sacrificed waiting for you to make a decision? I abandoned my own plans, believing you'd eventually be mine.
You are special. I never meant for this to spiral this way. Life got complicated. Vanessa isn't the villain here, and neither are you. I'm asking you to consider a new path, not traditional, but maybe. Maybe it's the only way none of us gets completely broken. Can we just try, Alana?
Try? You want me to try living like some second-class citizen? Like I'm some charity case you've arranged neatly in your life's compartments? No, Marcus. I've given you years. I've stood in the dark long enough. I refuse to be anyone's footnote. I either get all of you or I walk.
Walking away isn't the answer. We've come too far. Alana, we've survived secrets, guilt, countless stolen moments. I can't picture my life without you now. Let's find a way to make this work. Vanessa isn't pushing you out. She's willing to coexist, for me, for us. Please think about that.
I've thought about it, Marcus. I've thought about it for nights on end, but the more I think, the more I realize I'm slowly losing myself in your indecision. I don't want to fight for a piece of you anymore. I'll call you when I decide. Until then, enjoy your two worlds. So, this is it. The kingdom looks exactly like I imagined, cold, pristine, and utterly silent. I expected the queen herself to be waiting, maybe sharpening her claws or baking me a pie laced with resentment. Where is she, Marcus? Or did she flee the castle before I arrived?
Alana, this isn't a movie scene. Vanessa is not your enemy, and she certainly didn't flee. She's out visiting her sister, and she'll be back later this evening. I told you, this has to be handled delicately. Please don't come in like a tornado before there's even a storm.
I'm not a tornado, Marcus. I'm a woman stepping into her new home, a home I've earned with years of waiting, sacrificing, and being pushed into the shadows. You told me this was my time to shine. Don't expect me to come in quietly like a thief.
I never said this would be easy. You're not a thief, Alana, but you're also not entitled to hostility. If you want this to work, you need to respect the situation and the woman who's still my wife. I didn't bring you here to start a war. I brought you because I believe peace is possible.
Peace? You expect me to find peace in the arms of a man who divided his love between two women? You call this arrangement peace? Marcus, I left everything for this, my job, my city, my friends. I walked into a house where I'm not even welcomed with a smile.
Listen to me, this house, this life, it's yours too now. But it won't be built in a day. I'm asking you to meet me halfway. There's food in the fridge. Take your time, get settled. When Vanessa returns, I want both of you to at least greet each other without hostility. For me. For what we're trying to build.
Build? Marcus, you want to build a family on a foundation of lies and betrayal. You want me to play happy second wife while Vanessa plays perfect first. Do you even realize how twisted that sounds? I should be the only one here, the only woman unpacking into your life.
I realize a lot more than you think. I know I made promises. I know I broke some. But right now, this, us, is what I'm fighting for. You being here changes everything. But you have to let go of the anger. Start fresh. You deserve that, and so does she, even if neither of you sees it yet.
I don't know if I can do this. Pretend, share, smile when she walks in and pretends I'm her housemate instead of the woman who tore her marriage apart. I want to be civil, I do. But I'm scared I'll explode the second she looks at me with pity.
She won't look at you with pity unless you walk in acting like a victim. You're not a victim, Alana. You made your choice. We both did. Now we live with the choices we made. All I'm asking is that you show up with grace. That's all I need today. One peaceful evening.
Fine, I'll freshen up. But don't expect small talk over dinner. I need to figure out how to breathe in this new air, your shared air. Just, don't leave me alone with her too soon. Let her adjust to the idea that I'm more than a visitor.
Fair enough. I'll prep something for dinner. Just, don't unpack with resentment. You came here to be part of something. Not to destroy what little stability we still have left. This home isn't just a battleground of egos. It's where we figure out if love really has room for three.
I didn't come to fight, Marcus. But I also didn't come to bow. I'll try. but don't expect me to shrink to fit this life. I've waited too long to finally step into it.
I don't recall inviting guests over, Marcus. Or are we so open now that strangers drop by and get comfortable enough to leave their heels at the door? Whose shoes are these? And why do I already know the answer?
No need for theatrics. It's not a mystery novel, Vanessa. The woman in your thoughts is standing right in front of you. I'm Alana, and I'm not just visiting. I live here now.
You live here? You mean to tell me the mistress I've been told not to worry about is now a resident under my roof? Marcus didn't even have the decency to warn me? Tell me this is some sick joke.
It's no joke. Marcus made a choice, finally. After years of lying to me, to you, and mostly to himself. He said this home would be shared, that we'd be one modern, happy family. I just arrived early to settle in.
You arrived early? Into my home? My sanctuary? Do you understand what it means to have your entire marriage invaded by the same woman your husband swore never meant anything? You're not brave. You're disrespectful.
I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm here to claim what's mine. I've been in Marcus's life for years. You just happen to wear the title. Now it's time I enjoy the benefits without hiding in hotel rooms or secret messages.
Enjoy the benefits? You think a man who lies so easily is some kind of trophy? Do you think sharing a bed with someone who betrayed his vows makes you superior? You don't belong here, Alana. Pack your bags before I help you find the door.
I'm not going anywhere, Vanessa. Your threats don't scare me. Maybe instead of clinging to a broken marriage, you should ask yourself why he needed something more. Maybe the problem wasn't him. Maybe the problem was you.
Don't you dare stand in my house and tell me I'm the reason for your shameless affair. You wormed your way into our life and now you're trying to play wife number 2 like this is some scripted reality show. You're pathetic.
And you're delusional, acting like I'm the only villain in this story. Marcus courted me, loved me, promised me forever, just like he did you. But I got tired of the shadows. You can keep your memories, Vanessa. I'm building a future.
You built your future on another woman's pain. That future will collapse just as easily as it was built. You think this is love? It's deception dressed in fantasy. You don't know him. You don't know what betrayal feels like, yet.
Don't lecture me on betrayal. I've waited. I've endured the shame of being hidden. I've loved Marcus with a heart too full to hold resentment. And now that he's chosen me, I won't let you bully me out of it.
You really believe this is a victory, don't you? You think this means you've won? Let me tell you something. When a man cheats with you, he'll cheat on you. You're not the exception. You're just the newest chapter in a long book of betrayal.
Shut up, Vanessa. I'm sick of your self-righteous victim act. Maybe if you were half the wife you pretend to be, he wouldn't have looked elsewhere. I'm here because he wants me, not because I forced myself into your crumbling marriage.
You want to know the truth? You didn't win him. You were convenient. A place he went to hide from the problems he didn't want to fix. You're a fantasy. And when that wears off, you'll be right where you started, alone.
I said shut up.
You slapped me? How dare you?
What the hell is going on? What happened?
Ask your beloved second wife. She just laid hands on me in our home. Congratulations, Marcus. You've turned our life into a boxing ring.
She pushed me. She pushed every last nerve I have. I won't be insulted in my own home.
This is not how I wanted this to start. Alana, go to the guest room. Now. Vanessa, please let me handle this before it escalates.
Handle it? You already failed. You brought a storm into this house. Marcus, let's see how long you survive the hurricane. I actually forgot to call my child's teacher. Marcus, today is Rebecca's orientation.
Vanessa, don't you think it's time you left the kitchen? I was planning to make breakfast for Marcus and Liam. It's only fair they get a change from your usual salt-heavy cuisine. Besides, I'm his wife too. I should be allowed to cook in my own home, don't you think?
This isn't about food, Alana. This is about power. You didn't come in here to cook. You came in here to provoke. You walked into this house with heels higher than your morals. And now you want to play homemaker? Newsflash. This kitchen has seen more loyalty than you've ever shown.
Loyalty? Oh please. If loyalty kept a man, he wouldn't have looked elsewhere. Marcus made a choice. He chose me. And as uncomfortable as that makes you, I'm not going anywhere. So either share the space or get out of my way, because I'm not here to play polite.
I stayed quiet when he brought you here. I swallowed my pain, my anger, and even tried to understand. But if you think I'll step aside every time you want to assert yourself with attitude and lace, you're deeply mistaken. This isn't your moment. This is my life. And I'm not backing down.
Well, maybe it's time someone told you, being the first wife doesn't mean being the only wife. You act like I stole something. No, Vanessa. I earned Marcus' heart because I saw him when you didn't. I touched him when you were too busy raising that kid to notice him slipping away.
Don't you dare mention Rebecca. My daughter is not your pawn. You think sleeping your way into this house gives you purpose? You're still a guest. Don't mistake temporary lust for permanent place. This house was built with memories you'll never be part of. You're writing a chapter in a book you didn't start.
And you're holding on to a story that's already ended. You keep playing the martyr, but let's face it, you lost. You thought your quiet strength was enough. But sometimes strength is in walking away, not clinging on. Maybe I'm what this family needs. A little fire to burn away the dead weight.
If you were fire, Marcus wouldn't be cold in my bed. If you were warmth, Rebecca wouldn't flinch every time you speak. You bring disruption, not love. You bring chaos, not comfort. And as long as I'm here, I will never let you reduce this home into the circus you're used to performing in.
You want to throw words like knives. Be ready to get cut too. I've fought harder women than you and walked out on top. Try me. Because the next time you stand in my way, it won't just be words flying.
Then take your shot.
You touched me. You think you can lay hands on me? You're done, Vanessa. You just crossed a line. Marcus will hear about this, and I promise you, it won't end well.
Let him hear. Maybe it's time he saw the storm he invited into our home. And while you're at it, tell him I'm not scared of losing what's already broken, but I won't be shattered by you.
I can really paint good. Mummy will really like this.
What are you drawing? I want to see. Let me have it now or I'll take it myself.
No, you can't just take it. I'm not finished, and it's mine. You always think everything belongs to you.
That's because Mommy said we share everything now, so give it to me. Don't act like you're better than me.
It's not about being better. This is my safe space. You're always loud and mean. I don't want to share with you.
You're so selfish. You don't even know how to be nice. Fine, I'll take it.
Liam, step away from her, right now. You don't ever lay a hand on my daughter again. Do you understand me?
She wouldn't give the book. She was being rude.
That doesn't give you the right to use your hands. We don't solve anything in this house with violence. Step away from my daughter before I spank you.
This isn't fair. Mommy said I belong here too.
Then maybe your mother should teach you how to behave like you belong. Until then, stay away from Rebecca.
Marcus, I've had enough of Vanessa's attitude. I didn't come here to be insulted or treated like trash in my own home. She slapped me earlier today over something completely petty. And the way she talks to my son, it's unacceptable. I won't keep quiet anymore. She chastised him like he was some stray animal.
Alana, wait, slapped you? Vanessa slapped you? That doesn't sound like her. What happened exactly?
She walked into the kitchen and saw Liam and Rebecca arguing over a drawing. Rebecca cried and accused my son of pushing her. Before I could even explain or speak, Vanessa raised her voice and slapped me in front of them like I was some maid. That woman has no respect. I'm the one hurting here.
This whole situation is spiraling, and it's not what I envisioned at all. I wanted harmony, Alana. Not this chaos. I'll talk to Vanessa. But I need you to understand, she's been here for years. She's adjusting to this new reality, too.
Adjusting? Marcus, she's not adjusting. She's resisting. Every time I try to contribute, she shuts me down. Every time Liam walks into a room, her daughter acts like he's a villain. I feel like I'm being pushed out of something I was promised to be a part of. If you don't fix this, I'm gone.
All right. I'll speak with her. This can't go on. Vanessa. We need to talk.
If it's about Alana again, don't waste your breath.
She says you slapped her. She's hurting, Vanessa. We're all trying to find our footing here. Maybe you could.
I slapped her because she crossed the line. I told her not to undermine me in this house. And do you know what she did? She tried to chase me out of my own kitchen. My kitchen, Marcus.
I get it. I really do. But for the sake of peace, can we try to find middle ground?
Middle ground? There's no middle ground with a woman who came into our marriage like a thief in the night. You didn't even ask me properly. You just brought her into our home, like I'm some discarded furniture.
I didn't mean for it to be like this. I thought you'd grow to understand.
Understand what? That my husband doesn't respect me enough to protect me from being disrespected in my own home? That I have to share my marriage, my kitchen, my daughter with a stranger who treats me like I'm in her way?
I just want peace.
Then you should have thought of that before inviting war. I've stayed quiet for too long, hoping I could adjust, hoping you would come to your senses. But I see now, this is who you are, and I can't live like this anymore.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm leaving. I'm filing for divorce. Marcus, you and Alana can have this house, this chaos. But my peace? My daughter's peace? That's what I choose now.
Vanessa, wait. Don't make decisions in anger.
I'm not angry. I'm heartbroken, and I deserve better.
Thank God, Vanessa is leaving this house. My son can finally have his dad and this house to himself. I can finally have my husband to myself too. Who is it?
Hello, dear.
Who are you?
I'm the third wife.